All right, buckle up, everybody. We're heading to the Philippines today.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on, put those beach towels away. We're not talking about vacation stuff.
Right.
We're going deep into the wild side.
I like it.
The creatures you won't find anywhere else.
That's right.
We're talking about animals that are totally unique to the Philippines.
Yeah, some real hidden gems. It's incredible how much biodiversity is packed into those islands.
I know, right? And to guide us, we've got this YouTube video, 10 rare animals only found in the Philippines.
A classic.
It's a fun one, but we're going to add those layers, you know?
Absolutely. We'll dive into the science, the ecology, the conservation challenges.
All that good stuff. So, are you ready to jump in?
Born ready.
Okay, first up, the Philippine flying lemur.
Ah, the Kagwang.
Now, the video makes it clear this guy's not a lemur,
Not even close.
and it doesn't actually fly, it glides.
Right, but you know it's wild.
What's that?
These things can glide like 100 meters.
100 meters, seriously?
Yeah. It's like, picture a furry little parachute. Built right in, you know?
It's insane. It makes sense, though, right? Gliding through the rainforest, finding food.
Exactly. It's all about that patagium, this special membrane, gives them that lift.
The video mentioned they can cause a bit of trouble, though, with farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love to munch on fruit, which obviously
It's a good combo.
You got humans trying to farm, animals got to eat.
It's that age-old struggle.
Especially on islands, every bit of land is precious.
You've got that right.
Okay, from cute and fuzzy to something a little more toothy,
Hit me.
the Philippine crocodile. Now, he's smaller than his saltwater cousins.
Smaller, but definitely not to be messed with.
The video warns us, don't let the size fool you.
Even at 2 to 3 meters long.
Still a predator, top of the food chain.
Absolutely. And those apex predators, they're crucial, you know?
What do you mean?
They keep the whole ecosystem in balance.
Without them?
Things could get out of whack fast.
And just like so many of these amazing animals we're talking about. Same old story.
Sad but true.
Habitat loss, hunting.
Pushing them to the brink.
Okay, let's switch gears now
All right, I'm ready.
to a creature that's, well, drop-dead gorgeous.
Let's hear it.
The Palawan peacock pheasant.
Now, there's a name that lives up to the hype.
Oh yeah, this bird is stunning. And the video, it really captures those vibrant blues, that incredible tail display.
You know, peacock pheasants are fascinating.
How so?
They're monogamous, which is actually pretty rare in the bird world.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
Well, on islands, resources can be scarce, so it might be that both parents need to pitch in.
To raise the chicks, right?
Exactly. Island life forces some unique adaptations.
It makes you wonder how many other unique behaviors have evolved out there because of that isolation.
Oh, I'm sure we've only just scratched the surface.
Okay, get ready for this one. We're about to meet a creature that's as adorable as it is endangered.
Bring it on.
You could call it the walking pine cone.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
The Philippine pangolin.
Oh, wow, the pangolin.
Now, the video didn't mention this little guy,
Right.
but it's too important to skip. They're in a really dire situation.
You're telling me those scales, some people believe they have medicinal properties.
Seriously.
Even though there's absolutely no scientific evidence to support that,
It's heartbreaking. Something so harmless pushed to the brink because of these myths.
it really underscores the need for education, you know?
Big time.
We got to dispel these harmful myths, protect these animals.
Okay, switching gears again
I'm with you.
to something definitely unique. The tamra,
Okay, I know this one.
also known as the Mindoro dwarf buffalo.
Dwarf buffalo. Try saying that 5 times fast.
I know, right? I can't help but picture this miniature buffalo roaming around.
They're not that tiny, but definitely on the smaller side, adapted to Mindoro Island, super dense vegetation.
They have to be tough to survive there.
Stocky build, strong horns, they're built for it.
But the video, it really highlights how endangered they are.
Yeah.
2016, only 430 individuals left in the wild.
It's a stark reminder how quickly a species can decline.
Especially when you're up against habitat loss and poaching,
Yeah.
like the tamra.
It's a tough battle.
But there's a little bit of good news, right?
There is. Conservation efforts, they've actually helped their numbers increase a bit.
That's amazing.
It's not a ton, but it's a sign, you know? With effort, things can turn around.
Okay, now hold on. This next creature, it's so rare.
Rarer than the tamra.
It's been called the Holy Grail of Philippine wildlife.
Wow. Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
The Dinagat bushy-tailed cloud rat.
Never even heard of it.
First discovered in the 70s,
Okay.
then poof, vanished
No way.
for 40 years.
40 years, you're kidding?
Then boom, rediscovered in 2012.
Talk about a comeback story.
That's like finding a mythical creature, right?
Seriously, it just shows you how much we still don't know.
About the world, about these hidden pockets of biodiversity.
Absolutely, and it just makes those research efforts even more vital.
You know what's cool? This little rat has become a symbol of hope.
How so?
It's the mascot of the Philippine Biodiversity Conservation Foundation.
That's fantastic. What a great way to raise awareness.
I know, right? One species, capturing the imagination, inspiring action.
Love it.
Okay, from a creature that was lost and found to one with a look that's truly unique.
All right, I'm ready. What is it?
The Visayan warty pig.
Warty pig. Sounds charming.
Oh yeah, the video describes its mohawk hairstyle.
Hold on, a pig with a mohawk.
You gotta see it to believe it. These fleshy bumps and tufts of hair. Hilarious.
Well, I guess in the animal kingdom, gotta stand out somehow.
Right. Especially when you're trying to attract a mate.
Makes sense.
Sadly, though, all that style hasn't protected them from deforestation.
Ah, right.
The video mentions their numbers were hit hard back in the 70s and 80s.
Shows you how long those impacts can last.
Decades later, still feeling the effects.
It's a sobering thought, but it's not all doom and gloom, right?
You tell me.
The Visayan warty pig, it's a testament to second chances.
How so?
Captive breeding programs, they've been a huge success.
No way. That's great.
And now, they're working on reintroducing them back into the wild.
That's amazing news.
It's proof that with dedicated effort, we can turn things around.
I love it.
Even for species that have been pushed to the edge.
Okay, we got to keep moving. We've got a lot more ground to cover.
Sounds good to me.
And this next one, well, the name says it all. The Philippine mouse deer.
Okay, I'm already picturing something adorable.
Oh, it is. The video says they're only about 18 centimeters tall at the shoulder.
That's tiny.
Right. Like miniature versions of those majestic deer we see in forests around the world.
Amazing how nature comes up with these variations.
And that size, it's not just cute, it's an adaptation. Helps them dart through dense undergrowth.
Stay hidden from predators.
Exactly.
But even these tiny creatures, they're facing those same threats.
Habitat loss, hunting, it's relentless.
It is, and it highlights how complex conservation can be, you know?
What do you mean?
The video mentioned their meat is considered a delicacy in some areas.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that adds another layer.
Right, you've got cultural factors, economic factors, all tied in.
It's not just about protecting habitats, it's about understanding people too.
Absolutely, it's about finding solutions that work for everyone.
All right, I'm ready for the next one.
Hit me.
Let's head underwater now to meet the dugong,
Ah, the dugong, also known as.
the sea cow.
Right, gentle giants, those guys.
They're vegetarians, right?
Yeah, they graze on seagrass beds, play a crucial role in keeping those ecosystems healthy.
Imagine swimming along and you see this huge shape.
Easy to mistake them for mermaids. They have that graceful way of moving through the water.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But sadly, even in the vastness of the ocean,
Yeah.
they're facing threats.
You're right. Habitat destruction, getting tangled in fishing gear, it's a constant struggle.
It really shows, no matter where you look, the impact we have as humans, it's everywhere.
It's a sobering thought, for sure.
Okay, let's take to the skies now, with the golden crown flying fox.
All right, bats. Gotta love them.
I know they're important for pollination and all,
Oh, yeah.
but honestly, they get a bad rap sometimes.
I get it. They're not exactly cuddly, but these flying foxes, they're more like gentle gardeners of the night.
Gardeners.
They flit from tree to tree, spreading seeds, pollinating plants, crucial for so many ecosystems.
It's a good reminder to look beyond appearances, right?
Absolutely. Every creature has a role to play, even the ones we might not fully understand.
Okay, I'm going to brace myself for this next one.
What is it?
It's definitely on the creepy crawly side.
Bring it on.
The giant scolopendra.
Ah, you mean the giant centipede.
The one and only.
I can see why you'd brace yourself. Those things are intimidating.
Understatement. Right. All those legs, those venomous fangs.
But hey, they're a vital part of the ecosystem too, you know?
Seriously.
Think of them as the pest control team of the rainforest.
So even a creature that gives me the chills
Even that creature?
has a purpose.
Absolutely. Biodiversity is all about that variety, even the parts that might make us squirm.
Okay, back to the birds now.
It's good.
This one's a real showstopper, the rufous-headed tailor bird.
Oh, yeah. I love those little guys.
The video shows how they actually sew their nests together.
It's incredible they use their beaks like needles.
And they use plant fibers, spider silk, whatever they can find.
creating these perfectly camouflaged nests tucked away in the leaves.
Nature is just full of surprises.
Isn't it amazing?
Okay, before we move on, gotta talk about the Philippine deer,
Also known as...
the Visayan spotted deer.
Ah, right. Endemic to the Visayas Islands.
The video mentions how rare they've become.
Sadly, habitat loss, hunting, the usual suspects.
It's like a broken record.
It is. But we have to keep talking about it, keep raising awareness.
Absolutely.
Those spotted coats, they used to help them blend in. Now they're a reminder of their vulnerability.
Okay, let's end this part of our deep dive on a, well, massive note.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
The giant clam.
Oh, wow, those things are incredible.
They can get huge, bigger than a person.
Imagine that, swimming along and you come face to face with a giant clam.
I'd probably freak out.
They're harmless, though, gentle giants of the reef.
They're filter feeders, right?
Yeah, helping to keep the water clean, providing habitat for other creatures.
Like living ecosystems themselves.
Exactly. But sadly, even they're facing threats.
Of course.
Pollution, habitat destruction, overfishing, it all takes a toll.
It's a reminder that even creatures that seem invincible,
They're not immune.
we have to be mindful of the impact we have.
Absolutely. Sustainable practices are key.
All right, one more for this part of our deep dive.
Let's hear it.
And it's a creature that I think symbolizes this whole idea of interconnectedness.
Okay, lay it on me.
The sailfin lizard.
Ah, the sailfin lizard. A creature of two worlds.
Land and water.
Exactly. And those sail-like crests, they're not just for show, you know?
I was wondering about those.
They help them regulate temperature, attract mates, even maneuver through the water.
Wow, that's amazing. One feature, so many purposes.
Evolution at its finest, but sadly, they're facing threats too.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Habitat loss, the illegal pet trade. It's a familiar story.
It's a reminder that our fascination with these creatures.
It has to be balanced with respect.
Exactly. We can admire them, learn from them.
But our ultimate goal should be to ensure their survival in their natural habitat.
This has been quite a journey so far.
It really has.
We've seen beauty, resilience, but also some heartbreaking challenges.
The reality of our world today.
We've got a lot more to talk about.
Oh yeah, we've only just begun to explore the wonders of the Philippines.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're diving deeper into those amazing Philippine islands.
And I'm already blown away by how much diversity we've seen.
It's like each island is its own little laboratory of evolution.
Seriously, these creatures, they're like nothing else on Earth.
Before the break, we were talking about those delicate island ecosystems.
Right, how even small changes can have a huge impact.
It's true, they're like microcosms of our planet.
Okay, before we move on,
Yeah.
we got to talk about the Philippine pangolin.
Oh, the walking pine cone?
Exactly. Remember we mentioned it earlier.
Right, we couldn't leave that one out.
It's sad. They're critically endangered.
I know, it's heartbreaking, those scales. People think they have medicinal properties.
But it's just a myth.
Yeah, zero scientific evidence.
And yet it's made them one of the most trafficked mammals in the world.
It's all about demand, and unfortunately, those myths drive that demand.
It's a tough problem to tackle.
It is, but there are people working on it, trying to change perceptions, stop the trafficking.
I hope they succeed.
Me too. Every species deserves a fighting chance.
Okay, let's switch gears to a story that actually gives me some hope.
All right, I like the sound of that.
The Cebu flower pecker, this tiny bird, was once thought to be extinct.
No way, really.
But guess what? It's made a comeback.
Wow, that's amazing. How did that happen?
It's a testament to community-driven conservation.
So it wasn't just scientists swooping in?
Nope. They partnered with local communities, protected the forests, even planted more trees.
That's incredible. So it was a win-win.
Exactly. They helped the bird and the community at the same time.
That's the kind of conservation success we need to see more of.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It gives me hope that we can turn things around.
Hope is powerful.
Okay, let's dive into a different habitat now.
All right. Hi, Cape. Where are we going?
Underwater, to meet the dugong.
The dugong, also known as
The sea cow.
That's right, those gentle giants grazing on seagrass.
I've heard they're sometimes mistaken for mermaids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the way they glide through the water. Imagine that.
I'd probably think I was hallucinating.
But sadly, even in the ocean, they're not safe.
Nope. Habitat destruction, fishing gear, same old threats.
It's frustrating. It's like we can't escape our impact.
That's why we got to keep pushing for sustainable practices, responsible development.
Every little bit helps.
Absolutely, it all adds up.
Okay, let's take to the skies now with the golden crowned flying fox.
Bats. I love bats. They're so misunderstood.
I know, right? They're essential for pollination.
Oh, yeah, but people get creeped out by them.
There's the whole darkness association.
Right, but honestly, these flying foxes, they're like gentle gardeners.